All right, here we are again. This is a 1952 original bankroll from the First Philadelphia National Bank. It's been taped together on one end, but this is an original roll. It's an old one. It is an original Batdorf roll as well. You can see the Batdorf signature V cut in this one. So we've got two Batdorf rolls in a row. But this one, you see how old this tape is? I mean, this tape is just ancient on here. And here is the ancientness on the other end. This roll has never been opened. You can't take coins out of a Batdorf roll without unwrapping the roll or tearing the end of it. Coins are just too tightly packed inside. So as soon as I can manage to get this nasty tape off the end of this roll, there, had to tear the paper on this end. But it's all good because I got the tape off of it. Mostly. There. Tape's all off of it. I've got this end to get open. I got pretty good thumbnails. Can usually get this done without using my pry tool. Usually. There we go. Just like that. And we have our Batdorf paper. This one is a Philadelphia National Bank. Yep, this has a Batdorf patent on the wrapper. You can see it right there. Batdorf patent. This was March 7th of 1915, I believe. It was when that paper was patented. All right. And here we go. Coin number one. Jim. Let's see what Jimbo gets. You won't see 1952 Phillies like this very often. Especially straight out of a Batdorf wrapper. No double die reverses known for 52 Philly, and one pretty nice double die obverse known. And so far, nothing here. Carl, coin number two. If we get the DDO one, those are generally $30 to $50 coins. Otherwise, a 52 Philly in 64 is about a $2 coin. A 65 is a $10 or $15 coin. 66 would be far more than that. I can look them up here, or anyone else can, numismedia.com. Price guides, FMV Media, or FMV Collector Price Guide. FMV for market value. Not much expecting to see a lot of variety, anything come out of this because, well, 52s are just what they are. They're elusive for varieties and not usually in very nice shape. These mostly coming out 63 to 64 red brown, which is typical of this date and mint. But if you don't look, yeah, 67 red is going to be a real high number coin because they are so rare. You imagine trying to get a 67 out of this roll. This is what most of them look like. I'm watching especially for our double die. The double die obverse is difficult to find. Very difficult to locate. They're easy to tell what they are once you can see them. Once you get one in front of you. We'll take a look. Because I'm pretty sure I've got pictures. Yep. These are pictures of a 52 double die. So pretty decent looking double die. It just shows in the word trust. But that right there is what it looks like. Showing in the letters of the word trust. So that's kind of what we're looking for here. Coin number 6 comes up next. Hey, Crispy. Sureg. And Sureg. So we're hoping for the one double die listed for 1952 Philadelphia. We're hoping for coins that might grade above a 65. And both of those things to hope for is healthy. However, planning on them is not healthy because they are scarce. Both of them. Any coin 65 or higher in a 52 plain wrapper is one needs to be held on to for sure. They are not common. $19.53 is another one. A little bit of toning picking up on here. Let's check coin number 9 now. IAT. Two 1953s and MS66. Whose grading capsules were they in? Oh, that was not for IT. That's coin number 9. Two of them stuck together. This one is for sloppy stacks. IT still has a chance. And GC, not bad. Yeah, 66 is what, a $50, $60 coin? Maybe even more than that. I'm thinking now, maybe even more than that. They are not common. Got them for 30 a piece. That was cheap. That was pretty cheap. Let's see what their current price guide value is. I will bring up Nimbus Media and then I'll slide it over into place if I can get it to come up. Sometimes Nimbus Media is a little bit argumentative. It doesn't like to come up. Right now is one of those times. Nimbus Media does not want to show itself. Hang on just a second. Here we go. Collector prices. And we will go to Modern Lincoln Cents. And we will do all grades. And 1952. So here it is. Let's see. 52 in red is this right here. So in 63, it's $5. 64, it's $8. 65 is $20. 66 is $65. And 67 is $940. Oh, you said 53. That's right. 53 is not quite as healthy. $5, $7.50, 14, 75 and 66, and $1,660 in 67 is the 1953. So 66, 53 and 66 red, $75 coin. So yeah, they don't come cheap. They are not easy to get. Here's one for Raymond. All kinds of planchet wash going on here. Little tiny bit of machine doubling there. That is not a double die. It's a little bit of machine doubling showing up on this one. Coin number 12. Farm Dog. Yeah, Gray Sheet is, it's a little disappointing. Gray Sheet is going kind of away from being a dealer-to-dealer pricing, wholesale pricing, and it has gone more toward being a retail pricing guide. So now that there's so many collectors that have Gray Sheet, the Gray Sheet values have gone up, which is not an indicator of wholesale value. A lot of times people, when they buy and trade between dealers, they're doing it at 60, 75, 80% of Gray Sheet. Numis Media is a retail price guide for collectors. My lunch would give me a little bit of gas, a little bit of belchies. That's coin number 13, now number 14. I think I'm going to do the 1941 roll after I finish the yard. I got to go out and mow my yard, because I can't leave it the way it is. It's not bad now, but it would be before I come back on Wednesday. So I got to get it done today. And then all I've got left is packing for my trip and one more reveal. Number 16 now, Eric Maith. Let's see where we go with this. Nope. Not the double die y'all are looking for. We'll keep checking the reverses here and there, kind of at random. No double die reverse is known. Only one double die obverse known, and of course no RPMs, no mint mark. So 52 plain has always kind of been considered a very boring issue, especially considering most of the coins come out not in the best condition. And so those years, those issues that get very little attention, well, they're the ones I'm after, because, well, who knows? Wow, that's an interesting drag mark of a coin counter right there. It may be that stuff hasn't been found because, well, nobody knew it was there, because nobody looks. So we have to be the martyrs for the remainder of the coin community and hunt through these rolls. Ooh, I saw something. Maybe. Okay, it's a die crack. I saw a separation line running across the bottom of the B just as I was flipping it, and thought that could be doubling, but it's not. Tain't nothing. Sorry, boys and gals. Yeah, 52D is different from 52 plain. 52D has a plethora of double dies, or RPMs anyway, and they're a lot easier to find in higher grade. If you'll look, your 52D in 6 isn't even a $40 coin, where a 52 plain in 6 is nearly $100. Actually, those splotches kind of start in 1945 and go all the way through 1954 and 55, actually. 55 is kind of tough in high grade. Once you get to 56 through 58, they get a little cleaner, a little bit easier. But yeah, 55 can be a pain in the keister. 53 and 54 are very high dollar in high grade. Uh, 46, 47, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. All very high dollar coins in 7. 21, shiny coin guy. Let's see what we get here. What is that? Big old splotch on the coin. Well, that isn't what we really want to see. Wait a minute, what do I have here? I do. I have a double die. There it is, DDO number 1. Very, very scarce. Not easy to find these. Double die obverse number 1. It shows on all the letters in trust, but it doesn't show pretty much anywhere else. I'm excited to find this. This is a very tough coin to find, and these are not common at all. So there we go. 52 Philly DDO number 1 to shiny coin guy. You know what that's going to make me do? I'm going to have to look at the rest of these again to make sure I haven't missed one, because I'm 22 coins in now. But we found one. Let's hang on. Let's study this again real quick. Get something near the date that we can use. Okay, there's a die line between, there's a scratch between the 5 and the 2 that connect the bottom of the 5 and the 2. So we can watch for that. Now, let's move on to Ant's coin, number 22. So that doesn't have that die line, so it's probably not going to be... that's weird. There's another one with the splotch in the same spot as another one of the coins. See, this isn't it. Not a doubled die. However, let's keep looking. The elusive spotted dodo bird only shows once in a great while. Nocturnal, they are very elusive and not easy to spot. Even though they have the name spotted, they're not supposed to be. They only turn up spotted because of when they were born. Just like a year where the wine comes out sour, 1952 was one of those years for the Lincoln cent. Spotted is the rule. for the 1952 Lincoln cent. Now halfway through the roll, still looking for the elusive double die. Now checking that area of the coin before checking any others, out of sheer excitement that something may arrive before planned. The spotted dodo bird shows doubling in the word trust, and was nearly hunted to extinction, although we have another one right here. Right here. Boom, baby. There it is. Second one. This one for Mr. Fletcher. It's a little spotted, but that's why they call it the spotted dodo bird. There we go. Really nice. And my marker worked too. I didn't show myself to be a fool. Mr. Macumber comes up next. As we continue our search... Uh-oh. This one might be one. And it is. Mr. Macumber gets one. That's a third one in this roll. Boys and girls, I've only seen 4 of these ever in my life. This makes 5, 6, and 7. Now for Sissy. Miss Sissy did not get one. We are in that very rare area where the forest clears just enough for the food of the spotted dodo bird to grow on the forest floor. Like finding morel mushrooms, the dodo bird and his food are very scarce. We have another, possibly, no, maybe another spotted dodo bird. Nope, not here. This is the stripe-backed dodo bird. It looks very similar to the spotted dodo bird, but has a different pattern of spots. They call them striped because the fledglings have stripes on their back. Here we go, back on the hunt, and we find another. Boys and girls, this is a very rare event. A very rare event indeed. Hang on. We have to go back into this one. I wasn't recording. Let me record. And what do we have on this one? Whoop, hello. Double die obverse, number 1. It's a very scarce double die. This one going to Taco John. Very difficult to find. These things are really, really tough to find. I bought one in a red BU for $35. So, there you go, man. Congrats. There, that was... Yeah, that was for the purpose of actually having a short. I accidentally did not press the record button to record this session, so I had to make something I could turn into a YouTube short. Thank you for your patience. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. That was a wonderful performance. Oscar winning. Nope. Not Oscar winning, just nominated 3 times. Nothing there. I am just shocked that I told you guys about the DD01 in 52. And I haven't found one except in circulated coins. The only BU that I have, I purchased. And so you guys, those of you who are accumulating these little gems are doing absolutely wonderfully. Shinbone up next. That's not one of them. Unfortunately, this one's a normal 1952. Let's move to number 34. Jackalope Herdmaster comes up next. Does not get one of the double dice. Not this coin. Not this time. The roll will not release its secrets. Oh yeah. Must feel great, sure as hell it does. I'm telling you folks, I love nothing more than pulling great coins out of rolls for you guys. This is not something that I set up. This is not something I knew anything about before I opened this roll. I do this, and everything that comes out of here goes straight to you guys. That's what all these people who won't get involved in this don't understand. I'm not hanging on to any of the good stuff. You guys are watching it live. If I find it, you get it. I mean, I hate that some of these coins are just not pretty, and that there are a number of not so pretty coins in here. That is 1952 Philadelphia. That is what 1952 Philadelphia is pretty much all about, which is why not very many people open them. Here's another one, I think. Maybe not. Nope. Not. All right, for those who want to hang around, I'm going to go backward from the previous to last coin that I found the double die on, seeing if I can fill in the blanks with any more, because I may not have been looking quite properly through the first 10 or 15 coins. I'll do that after I get finished with the roll. Just in case any others want to RUNNOFT, I'll still be here. Paul Hampton. That's a hair. That's a thing on the coin. This is another one of them, though. And I'll tell you how I can tell. This right here, little die scratch between the 5 and the 2, and then this little die crack running around and off the end of the 9. Those have been my two markers so far. You've also got this big die scratch coming out of the east of the 2. And this one for sure is going to be another one of them. I'm not looking at it yet because we're going to check out the rest of this die crack here that runs along the 9. And all the ones I found in this roll have that, and this should be, bam, another double die. This one goes to Paul. Polly. That's 5 of these in this roll. That doubles the number of these I've ever seen. Alex, up next, does not get one of them. Not on this coin. Just to be sure. Never hurts to look thoroughly. Now, this coin is actually quite nice. This one might actually be a 65 red. No, 64. A little too spotty to be a 65. But it's a nice, clean-looking coin. Nice, shiny BU when you just look at it from a stretch. Number 41 now, Jackalope Herdmaster. Yep, there's only 49 coins here. Someone's going to get shorted. We might as well let them know right away, right? Taco John. Taco John's going to get shorted by a coin because there's only 49 in this roll. Evidently, when someone opened the end of it, a coin fell out. And they didn't put it back in. But, well, I tell you what, it's still a record roll. Even with only 49 coins and a bunch of spotty coins. It's still a really, really different experience to be able to get these. Sloppy stacks. Let's check out. That is not one either. That does have a die scratch between the 5 and the 2, but it's also got other large die scratches that do not belong to this die. So, it also is not one of the double dies. Number 43, Sureg. Sureg up next, and not again. Not one of the double dies. My search through the remainder of the roll will only take a couple of minutes. So you guys might want to stick out. Watch. See what happens. Mr. Valley? Tis not another one of them. Yeah, I could be looking at the word trust only, but I'm practicing my keen eye. And there's no way to make it right unless you practice it. So that's what I'm doing. Practicing my keen eye and being able to spot a die variety by markers alone. This is another not. Not the double die you're looking for. It's a spotted dodo bird. Spotted king peckerel. Another one that's not. Not the double die. What's up, Joe? Main man Joe. Shiny coin guy. It's another knot. Nope. One more. Come on, people. One more. Got 2 coins left. 48. That'll go to Sissy. 2 coins, people. Come on. Let at least one of them be it. That's not. And 49. Stan Horn. Last coin in this roll. Let's see. Probably not. No, definitely not. Okay. So, done there. We are going to take a look one more time at the first one of these found while I adjust the scope. This is the first one we found. It's coin number 21 going to Taco John. So I will have to look at all the coins 20 on back, which works for me. I'd rather do that than miss them. So, coin number 20. Not. Coin number 19. Where are we? Not. Coin number 18. Not. Coin number 17. I'm not saying there's any more in here. I'm just saying I may not have looked right. I may have missed one. So that's a not. Coin 16. Also not. Coin 15. Also not. Coin 14. Not. Coin 13. Not. 12. Wrong place. Not. 11. Not. 10. Oh. 9. 8. Oh. 7. Nope. 6. Nope. 5. Nope. 4. Nope. 3. Nope. 2. Nope. And 1. Nope. So the ones I announced earlier are the only ones in the roll. That is a total of 5 coins. These 5. And they go to Shiny Coin Guy, Jim, Dan, and 2, see, Taco John and Paul. So Shiny, Jim, Dan, Taco John, and Paul all get a nice, rare double die. And that's what I've got for this roll. I'm going to go on out and take care of the yard while it's still daylight and everything, and I get time to do it anyhow. And then I am going to come back in and do the 1941 Philadelphia roll a little later in the evening. Hope you guys can come around to watch that one. Until then, I bid you farewell. Have fun.